Coming up tomorrow is National Middle Child's Day. And to talk more about Middle Child's Day, we went right to the top. The International Middle Child Union president and founding father, Bruce Hopman, is my guest here live this morning on WJON. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning. Maybe he actually took the week off to celebrate Middle Child's Day. It's a big travel week. The airlines, they like to bump up the airfares, and the hotel rates all go up for, Middle Child's Day week, because it's such a huge holiday that everybody loves to celebrate.
Probably. Maybe he's taking a whole week to celebrate Middle Child's Day. I'm guessing that you founded this union because you are, in fact, a middle child. Am I right?
I am, it's crazy enough that I'm doing this as a middle child. If I wasn't a middle child, it would be totally loony. I was doing some research for a book I'm writing about growing up, about being a middle child, and I came across the fact that August 12th is Middle Child's Day, and I was shocked. I figured if I'm a middle child and I didn't know this, what are the chances that anybody else knows it? And as it turns out, I was right. Nobody else does know it. So I decided to go on a mission. I wanted to raise awareness for Middle Child's Day. So last year I formed the hashtag MidKid Strike, the virtual strike of all middle children around the world. But I knew if we were going to have a strike, we needed to have a union. So then I formed the I had the strike first, but then formed the union, the International Middle Child Union. And it is our mission to raise awareness for Middle Child's Day.
So what are you advocating? What are middle kids supposed to do tomorrow?
Well, here's part of the problem is you go into Target's big up in your area, isn't their headquarters
Absolutely,
up there? I went into Target the other day. I was looking I wanted to send a Middle Child's Day card to my daughter, and I said to the guy in the red vest, excuse me, where is the aisle with the Middle Child's Day cards? And they called security and had me escorted out of Target. So we need to do something about that. So there are now Middle Child's Day greeting cards. If you go to the blog, smackdabblog.com, there's free Middle Child's Day greeting cards, and they have nice, warm, familial feelings expressed in the cards. They say things like, it's Middle Child's Day, the one day a year you get all the attention you want. And inside it says, you're totally screwed the other 364. So nice thoughts like that. But there's a series of them. You share them with middle children, just to let them know that you're thinking of them a little bit today. There's the Middle Child Anthem is up at the blog. It's a song. It's a rallying cry for middle children. It's sung to the tune of the 80s hits, Don't You Forget About Me. And it features 101 famous middle children, because I think showing famous middle children dispels this notion that we're just whiny second-class citizens. It proves to the world that we can be very successful whiny citizens. So there's all the stuff at the blog. You can go to the blog and find little icons of famous. There are 50 icons of famous middle children. So you could change your Facebook profile or your Twitter profile for the day to in honor of the holiday. It's also where you'll find the MidKid flag. We have our own flag. It's nice to wave a flag on a holiday, because I'm sure there's all kinds of parades going on in St. Cloud tomorrow.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. Actually, if you'd like to be the Grand Marshal, there's still a slot open for that. But you can go there and you can see the MidKid flag and take the MidKid pledge. It's kind of a combination of the Pledge of Allegiance and the Boy Scout oath and the Postal Service motto and the naturalization oath, because I've never written a pledge before, so I kind of borrowed from all of them. But lots of fun things to do at the blog.
Yeah, so tell us, what are middle kids pledging when we take that pledge?
I don't know, actually. It's just a fun thing to do. It's a pledge. Yeah, we have a flag. I mean, you have to have the pledge.
Right.
Do you really need a reason, Jim? I mean, I think you're nitpicking now.
No. But I'm like, are we pledging to be more outspoken, or just continue to whine about being the child?
We're pledging that we will continue to have try to have people notice us.
Okay.
It's the constant. As a matter of fact, the motto on the flag, which is in Latin, is Attentionem ante omnia, which, as you know from your Latin, translates to attention above all. So yes, the pledge is just pledging to be true to what it means to be a middle child. Constantly seek for attention.
Hey, Bruce, I know in the past year since the last Middle Child's Day, and who can believe it's already been a year that's been passed since the last time we celebrated this day. You've really, I guess you've it's catching on. I know that minor league baseball teams are kind of embracing little kids now, and
yeah, we've got 25 minor league baseball teams that have already or will be over to the next few days, actually, celebrating Middle Child's Day, celebrating the middle child. They're having Middle Child Appreciation Nights at stadiums all across the country, 25 teams. Now, I did reach out to the St. Paul Saints. They declined. I'm upset, though. I did not know about some of these other teams. I didn't know about the Shoots and the Rocks. Maybe you could fill me in on that and help me out. Next year, we could reach out to them and get them to celebrate it, so you could have some local celebrations going on, in St. Cloud as well.
Yeah, the St. Cloud Rocks, they just finished up their season yesterday. It was their last game of the year. But, they're a minor league team here in town that would probably love a promotion like this where they honor middle kids. They're always looking for something fun to do at the ballpark.
I am on it. Look, I'm also making it easier for your listeners in your listening audience to celebrate Middle Child's Day. If you are a middle child, I'll make it available on Twitter and on Facebook, and maybe we can get them up on your website. International Middle Child Union membership cards with your station logo on it.
Nice.
So they're customized. They're just for your listeners. We should, if you're a middle child this way, you can be a card-carrying middle child. And just a thing about being a middle child and Middle Child's Day. I think at some point in our lives, everybody has felt like a middle child, whether you're a firstborn or a lastborn. If you ever felt left out, left alone, left behind, then you felt like a middle child. If anybody ever forgot your name, if they ever forgot to call you for lunch when everybody was getting together, you know what it feels like to be a middle child. So being a middle child, it's a matter of birth order, but it's also a state of mind.
Okay.
So, you can join in the celebration even if you're not a middle child. We'll welcome you members to the union, and, you can get a card as well.
So kind of like St. Patrick's Day, then. Everyone can kind of be like an honorary middle child person on that special day.
Exactly. You know what? I love that tie-in. Tomorrow we are all Ich bin ein middle child. Was that inappropriate? Should I not have used that?
No, you're fine. You're fine. So you've got free union membership cards, so people can sign up to join the union, join the movement.
Get in there. Hashtag MidKidPride. Let's get that going on Middle Child's Day. Show that you care just a little bit, just for one day. The firstborn gets all the attention. They were the only one. Mom and Dad had no other kids. Then there were all those kids in the middle. If you're not a firstborn or a lastborn or the baby, you are a middle child. It's not just the second of three. You could be 2, 3, 4 of 5, and you are a middle child in varying. There are varying degrees of middle childness. Mm-hmm. And again, at smackdadblog.com, you'll find a post about the middle child spectrum, but there are varying degrees of being a middle child.
Yeah, I kind of had a raw deal because I was the youngest in my family for 9 years, and then my younger brother came along and kind of stole the limelight from me and pushed me into that middle child status. So I enjoyed the baby of the family status for 9 years before it was stolen from me. So I totally
it was a good run. 9 years is good.
So I
Those
totally
are good memories.
Get that middle child thing. So tomorrow all day, 24 hours of middle child celebrating. How are you going to spend your day tomorrow?
Hopefully, I'll be speaking to as many people who will listen to me about it being Middle Child's Day. Because sadly, if I did my job good last year, we wouldn't be having this conversation this year. But obviously, work still needs to be done. People are still totally unaware of it being Middle Child's Day. My own brother and sister don't even. They speak and they go, "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?" And I go, "Well, it's Middle Child's Day." And they go, "Oh, we forgot." So it's not a top of mind thing. Got to keep out there, keep plugging. I think next year, and maybe after tomorrow, I will start a petition drive online to change the date of Middle Child's Day to a day that makes more sense. Maybe like July 2nd, which is the actual smack dab middle of the year.
Oh, for sure.
Around 4th of July, people like to celebrate, so we can move it. I don't think it should meet a lot of resistance since nobody knows when it is anyway. Mm-hmm. So we shouldn't have too big of a problem moving it.
I think that makes perfect sense. Hey, just before we let you go, I'm running out of time, but you do have your blog out there so people can join the movement. Remind us of your blog on your website.
The blog? The blog is smackdadblog.com. That's where you'll find everything you never wanted to know about Middle Child's Day and being a middle child. You can also follow on Twitter at MidKidMusings, and there's also a Smack Dad page up at Facebook. So if you're a real glutton for this middle child stuff, there's a bunch of ways you could find out about it. But be nice to a middle child tomorrow. One day a year we get the attention. So be nice to a middle child.
All right, and hopefully you get lots of cards and letters and accolades tomorrow for Middle Child Day.
Well, thanks a lot, Jim.
All right, Bruce Hopman, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
All right, take care.
All right, Bruce Hopman.